Now, I talked about the G minor pentatonic in the last set of videos. That goes with the G minor chord. So wherever you are on the fretboard, it's basically the same. If we've got B flat minor, so that scale goes with whichever minor chord you've got. Now, we also have, for every minor chord, there is what's called a relative major, which is always 3 frets above your minor chord. G minor, B flat major. Now, the cool thing here is that that G minor pentatonic works perfectly well with the relative major chord. You can think of them as sort of cousins. The notes I used there were exactly the same as the G minor pentatonic, but I just started on the B flat instead. So I started on the last finger instead of my index finger. So far, so good. Everything works very nicely. Now, with the G minor pentatonic in the video, I said that there were some extra notes that you could use, and the same is true for the major one. But we've got to be a little bit careful. If I played a major scale, which would do this, the 4th note of that scale is always going to create a problem because it's right next to the note that defines the major chord. That one. So if I have my 4th note, or that one, I end up with this. Ooh. No, it doesn't work very well at all. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to add a note? Because I've got my 1st note, my 2nd note, my 3rd note, and I've got the 5th and the 6th. So I could add a 7th note. That's fine. That would work absolutely fine over B flat major. That works absolutely fine. Now, that means that I've only got 6 notes, and I really would like 7 so that I've got my diatonic scale. Now, there's 2 ways around this. You could do this. The 1st note, the 2nd note, and then a flattened 3rd to lead on to your 3rd. This is called the major blues. So it's got quite a sort of modern edge. The only trouble with that note is that it has to basically come before, it has to lead on to either that note or that note. If you play that note on its own, we get the same problem where it grates with the major note. So we have ourselves the slight problem. So the major, playing in a major key is not always going to be ultra friendly. Now you can play, instead of a major pentatonic over this chord, you could play a minor pentatonic that's 4 frets above that. That would work just as well. So what I'm going to do in the next part of the video is I'm just going to have a backing track that goes with this chord, just this chord, and we can explore those possibilities. So that's in the next video. The link is in the box below.